All right. Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Beautiful SoFi Stadium is our venue this evening. A little bit of a later sim for us, but that's because it's this West Coast team. So we had to make sure we stayed up late so these West Coast fans could see their teams play today. Here's our NFC game of the week as voted on by you, the fans. We've got Seahawks at Rams. An exciting NFC West matchup. Phil Nagy joining you for the original play-by-play as always. And the other half of the mics say hello to the best color commentator in town, Kit Nagy, everybody.
Hey, thanks, Phil. Welcome. I'm glad to be here. And I think this should be an interesting matchup here. We were kind of curious to see what Stafford is for these Rams. If their record is any indication, it hasn't been as good as they would like it to be. They're 1-3 here, coming in against these 3-1 Seahawks. But I got to say, on the other hand, though, I don't know that it's all on the offense. The game should give us a better idea, but I'm not so sure it's all on the offense, especially because, the Browns stole a lot of that defensive secondary, and they lost some other pieces. So their defense hurting a little bit this offseason, and their offense, obviously, with the trade for Stafford. So kind of an interesting matchup here.
Indeed. Welcome on, Luke. Welcome, Lamar Goated. Is that just a new screen name for you? That's what I was asking in the chat. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing going here with our new updated slider. Okay, it is Rich. Well, hi, Rich. It's got his new screen name. Luke is 100% convinced of a Rams win here at home.
There could be.
Sean McVay sure hopes so.
Yep. And I'm sure that man right there would love to come away with a win.
Yeah, look at stats. It's been a little bit of a slow start for him adjusting to this Matt Stafford offense. Remember we watched maybe week 1 or week 2, or maybe it was vitamin B speaking. Hey, FL Nim, good to have you on. Thanks for being here.
And yeah, your mic was kind of doing that muted thing there a little bit, like half fading in.
Okay, are we good now?
Yeah, it's much better.
All right, fires a deep post to the right side, and that's number 2, Robert Woods. Don't adjust that dial, kids. Kit and I just spent about 10 minutes getting all these roster numbers figured out. And the Rams, hey, Wendell, the Rams had a lot of changes. So you're going to see 1 and 2 and 10 on the as your top receivers there with Cooper Kupp, Deshaun Jackson, and Robert Woods. And then Jalen Ramsey has changed to number 5 on the defensive side. So those are the big ones to look for on this particular play. Little ace formation, stretch right side. Cam Akers, his first touch of the game, and he's going to get ripped down at the 46-yard line there. First run of the game for Cam Akers, who had a strong rookie season last year out of Florida State.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be wild seeing all those low digits out there on the field for the defenses in particular. It's going to take a little bit of adjustment to get used to that, but here at pnagsports, we're getting used to reality as you should see it in the NFL, so you'll have a little bit of a head start.
That's right, little out route from the tight end. That's Tyler Higbee, and he picks up a nice first down. Stafford very poised in the pocket there, delivers a nice ball in space, and Higbee drags across before Flowers drags him down. First down for the Rams. Stafford back to pass, floats it over the middle. He's got number 1. That's Deshaun Jackson coming over in free agency, and Bobby Wagner lays the boom on him. But Jackson holds on to the football. Another first down for the Rams.
Yeah, Deshaun, the wily old veteran at this stage.
Another throw to the right side. This is Tyler Higbee, now 4 for 4 very quickly on this drive is Stafford and the Rams offense. Inside, nice cut to the outside for Akers. He's got a first down and more past the 20 to the 19. First down, Rams.
Yeah, beautiful little bounce cut there from Akers. He saw the blocking in front of him and recognized the fact that it was really open to the outside. They had a nice little seal out on the perimeter, and he just takes advantage of it and gets some extra yardage out there on the edge of the line. Hey, Karen, welcome. Go Browns.
Hi, Karen. All right, double tight ends to the left side here. A little bit of a motion from Cooper Kupp. They sort of fake it to him and then give it to I think that's Darrell Henderson. It is the second running back, and he's going to get hit right away, actually going to lose a yard. Nice play there by DJ Reed, the free safety, opposite of smash you in the face Jamal Adams.
And all the predictions coming out here. We'll see. It should be interesting to watch how the season unfolds, certainly.
Indeed. Here he is across the middle. Oh, broken tackle for Woods, and he... they're going to say he's down at the 1.
That's a bad spot. He definitely broke the plane there. I mean, he got robbed. That was very much a touchdown, although nicely done to break that tackle in space. Just kind of difficult to tackle there. Comes up with sure feet to continue to get, as you can see it here, he's going to break this tackle. And look where the ball ends up. Of course, they're not going to show up. But the ball looked like it crossed the plane, which is all you need to score that touchdown.
I didn't touch it. I absolutely let it run.
I'm sure you did.
Up the middle, and Cam Akers leaves, no doubt. A little bit of an injury, though. Looks like Tyler Higbee, the tight end, no sign of him leaving the field. Well, they did Wendell, but they got it the next play. So some short-lived maddening there. As Cam Akers punches it in, and a nice drive for the Rams offense here at home. Again, beautiful state-of-the-art SoFi Stadium. You've heard us talk about it before. The top of the roof is an LCD screen that changes colors, and LED screen, and wild.
Yeah, it's semi-translucent and solar-powered, I think, to create us lights and stuff. Anyway, it's pretty cool tech. But no, that was not truly maddening. Maddening is like what used to happen to the Browns, where we'd have that like robbed of the touchdown, and then the next play would be a pick or something.
Indeed. All right, well, coming up the coast from LA is Gerald Everett, and he makes the catch. He was the tight end here last year in LA, and now he is starting as tight end 1 for Russell Wilson. Actually, he might be tight end 2. Will Dissly may be number 1. I'll have to see. It could be a formation thing as well. Hey, Dion. Yes, the Browns and the Ravens have an epic rematch. That game will be tomorrow. That'll kick off week 7 for us. And yes, you can tell that Lamar Goated he's very excited about it. He's been waiting for it for a couple of days. He's called it already. You're going to be 17-14. And yes, we'll do that game tomorrow for you. All right, a 2nd and 10 for us. Well, I do like this like muted gray alternate color for the Seahawks. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like some of their wardrobe. They've got a good kit, good couple of kits in their alternates and some of their other options. They've got some nice looks.
Right. Nice play. Good. There's number 5 right there in coverage. Jalen Ramsey. He climbs up on the back of DK Metcalf, and incomplete is the pass, and a punt upcoming. Dion, my guess is it will probably, let me look at this. That's a good question, Dion. Kit and I haven't talked about it. Potentially during the middle of the day. If not, it'll be kind of this time again, this evening, like 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'll have to look at the sketch officially once the day gets going. Up the middle. Oh, option keeper for Matthew Stafford, and the linebacker Jordan Brooks rips him down. 4-yard loss on that play.
Yeah, that was not the most well-executed option from Matthew Stafford. Actually, it looked like an RPO. His guy wasn't there, and he looked to take off there out of the RPO look, but kind of an odd call for a Matthew Stafford. That's not really his strong suit, so interesting they'd be pulling that one out of the old bag of tricks.
Indeed. And remember, you can always get on our Discord channel if you're not, which we always give you some sort of warning of when we're going live, which is a little bit more reliable than the hitting of the bell. Right side again. Oh, another broken tackle for Robert Woods. Is he off to the races? 40, 35, 30, angling and chased down at the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a shoestring tackle saves the touchdown there, but a huge run after catch for Robert Woods.
I think if he'd have just stuck his head down and kept running straight ahead, he might have had that. He does this little slalom course out there, which,
that was weird.
All the basic basic geometry will tell you, fastest way between 2
Yep.
points is a straight line, not a slalom. So I don't know what he was doing there. That was a little odd. It allowed the defenders to catch him there. They might not have had him otherwise.
Indeed. Little play action now, firing left side. He's got Cooper Kupp, and he's got a touchdown. 14-0 kick pending here as the Rams have jumped out to a nice lead at home. Still 7 minutes to go first quarter, but that was a quick strike on that drive. Wow, just 4 plays, 85 yards, took a $1.46 off the clock to do it.
Yeah, well, once again, very productive for these Rams. Matthew Stafford really already having a good game, 151 yards. But I'll tell you what, he threw a nice strike there. In the previous play, which looked a little bit maddening in its own right. Again, they capitalized as if nothing had happened. So a little bit of the old MO going for these Rams, and now up 14-0. To see how the Seahawks respond here, they're going to need something.
Yeah, Uncle Mo on their side for sure. Here's Disley in motion here. Still way too early to throw out the game plan. They're going to go Carson up the middle, and he is going to be ripped down by several linebackers, Leonard Floyd, Micah Kaiser, most notably.
I'll tell you what, though, if the Seahawks defense doesn't respond and allow the Rams to continue to carve them up like that, it's not really going to matter much.
Dump off left side to Carson. Oh, he takes a big shot there, number 11. That's Darius Williams, who is the second cornerback behind Jalen Ramsey now, sporting that number 11 jersey out there. Oh, did they actually already announce the Madden 22 cover athlete? I didn't actually see it.
Well, EA is going on right now, but I think today was Nintendo. So I know they announced the new version of Metroid for Nintendo for those who are interested.
Yes. Well, Wendell, I haven't heard yet.
And
Who is it?
I said EA, and I meant E3, the conference.
Oh, right, yes.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Lamar and Vic together will be on the cover?
That's super
Why would Lamar
odd.
be on 2 years in a row?
Yeah, that's super odd.
Peyton Hill, PH, what's happening right now?
Yeah, I think this is a bunch of rumor city going on here.
Pushing the pile, just bullying his way over top. That's Rashad Penny, the second running back, and he's got a 2-yard gain. I don't care if Lamar had the best season of his life. They wouldn't put him on the cover twice in a row.
Right, and while we're talking, Darnold in the zone taking just trucking a guy, just knocking him right out of his cleats. That was quite the hit. Watch this here. Bam! Sit down.
Yeah, Wendell, I feel like we would have already heard if they had officially announced it. So maybe you just caught some rumor mill. Here's a 3rd and 9. Oh, nice completion to Disley into Rams territory. That's a really important and big first down here early to not let the Rams get too much more momentum. Why would Peyton Hillis come back to the 2022 cover? He hasn't played in the league in 10 years.
Yeah, no, somehow Peyton Hillis, he shouldn't honestly have been on the cover to begin with, let alone again.
Well, that's just the power of Browns fans, because that was the one season they did it all by fan vote.
That's right.
The Browns fans showed out, and he had a pretty good season. Had a pretty good season the year prior, and then was not. He definitely got Madden cursed big time.
Yes,
It's another 3rd down strike to the right side. Tyler Lockett with the catch, down to 2 minutes and counting.
A gain of 7. First down.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
no, I'm not looking for that curse. Thanks.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, I guess if you wanted to put like the whole Browns offensive line, I'm trying to think of like what's like the most dominant Brown. Like you could put Miles on there. You could
Teller?
Put Nick Chubb on there. I don't know if Nick Chubb would even agree to that. He probably wouldn't.
No. That's not a Nick Chubb kind of thing.
Baker's not there yet.
No.
Beckham was hurt. So yeah, you could put the whole offensive line on there. That'd be fun. Put Bill Callahan on the cover. That's what we need. That's what we need. He's the real GOAT. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll go back in time. Maybe that's what you mean by again, Luke. Maybe they'll go back to a Michael Vick reissue or something. Who knows?
It'll be AB in 5 years.
Yeah.
When they release like full true GM mode and
right.
You get to be the legendary GM.
We can only hope. We can only hope. Maybe they'll put like Trevor Lawrence or something. Maybe like the future is now, you know.
Right. Big third down here though for the Seahawks is throws to the end zone, just cannot.
Jalen Ramsey again. Big time coverage for Jalen Ramsey. Tyler Lockett cannot bring it down, so a field goal attempt upcoming here. Jason Myers' kick is up, and it is good for the veteran kicker. So they do get some points on the board, take a little time off the clock, but you're right, Kit. They got to do something to solve this Matt Stafford passing game.
Yeah, they sure do, and the defense in particular needs to step up here on this drive. They need to make a statement and come up with a stop. They need that confidence more than anything. I mean, right now, Stafford is kind of having his way, picking it apart, and you can't be doing that for long periods of time. The game will get out of control.
Here he is again, a little 5-step drop, another little like 9-yard route. He's got Robert Woods once again. Robert Woods a cool 4 for $1.19 here in the first quarter. Still 15 seconds.
Well, by that logic, Rich, it should be Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But I don't know that he's going to be the cover athlete either. He's got a really interesting situation going on. I don't think so. Not that I remember.
But he's won an MVP before, though.
Right. Oh, yeah, he has.
But, yeah, I don't know if he's ever been on the cover. It's a mystery. Here's a 2nd and 1, stretch it right side. Oh, nice cut there. Cam Akers, and he cuts again, and then Bobby Wagner brings him down at the 34. So Cam Akers showing some fancy footwork here.
Yeah, fancy indeed.
I would take a Jim Brown cover. That would be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty legit. Go back in time to 1957, draft yourself some Jim Brown, and get her done. I mean, that would be pretty epic.
To me, it also feels like they make a lot of the decision feels like it's made partially in kind of like what they're going to try to update about the game, right? So Lamar Jackson was on the cover. They came out with Truz. They came out with, you can be, you have more control of your, of your juke moves and of running. And if you got, you can be a dynamic runner out of the backfield and those kinds of things. So, and then when Mahomes was the cover athlete, it was the bazooka and like the crazy throwing on the run animations and stuff that he can do, and obviously a lot of people do. To me, maybe it feels like, what do they feel like is going to be like the emphasis of this year's game?
Right.
And then pick a player who personifies that.
Yep.
I don't know. Yep. That's kind of my theory.
I think that's, probably as good a theory as there is out there. I think that probably has a lot to do with it.
Little drag across the middle. He's got it caught across the first down. That's the rookie, Cade Johnson. Actually, sorry, wrong team. That's Bryce. That's B. Hopkins. Bryce Hopkins, the receiver. Wrong team's rookie, number 88. Oh, across the middle, takes another big shot. Man, Bobby Wagner is just plowing dudes over, but they're holding on to the football.
Yeah, no, I thought that one might come out there just the way he threw that lick out there. But no, nicely done to hold on to that ball as Bobby Wagner was just having none of it and schwacking guys.
Absolutely, a little bit of a wiggle there from the offensive line, so back them up 5, 1st and 15. 12-13 to play, first half. For this one, Rams up the middle, broken tackle, Cam Akers, and then the cavalry comes in to close him down, and he's going to gain 1 of those lost yards, maybe 2 of those lost yards back here. 2nd and 13 as Sean McVay surveys the play sheet in front of him. How excited is he to work with Matt Stafford, do you think?
Well, I mean, that's his guy, obviously. They made the trade, based on the fact that he had, quote-unquote, lost confidence in Goff. In fact, they blamed Goff for the loss in the Super Bowl, which I don't know that Goff is the reason they lost that Super Bowl, but, you have to put the blame somewhere, and certainly the alternative was going to be it's him or it's me. So, I understand why it went that way, but I don't know that Stafford is necessarily going to be, I mean, he could be an upgrade, but I don't know that he's worth all that they traded for. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out, certainly, and especially with the things they did not do on their defense, like bringing back JJ3, which the Browns, of course, are very, very happy to take advantage of.
Right, and Troy Hill, yeah. Across the middle, another first down catch there. Reach that ball across to the 18-yard line. There's another look. So number 88 here this is the second string tight end, Bryce Hopkins, the second-year player out of Purdue. Excuse me, Bryson Hopkins. Bryson, he's got an N at the end of his name. Bryson Hopkins. I would not have passed that Jeopardy question. Up the middle, Cam Akers, and he's going to, you can see at least when Bobby Wagner makes tackles, we get the glowing star to let us know that it was him.
Right.
Hey, Chris G, welcome on, brother.
Yeah, welcome.
Swing pass left side, Darrell Henderson, another broken tackle, and then he's going to go down at the 20, or excuse me, at the 12 by DJ Reed. But more broken tackles. How many big plays have come because the Seahawks have just had some trouble tackling?
Yeah, to answer your question there, Rich, currently the Rams are 1-3, while the Seahawks are 3-1.
Stafford setting up a screen right side to Akers. He's at the 15. Juke move, and then KJ Wright this time. The veteran who tested free agency, never got signed, and went back to Seattle for probably not what he thought he was going to get paid.
Yeah, certainly not. But I'll tell you what, he was trying to, do his very best Bobby Wagner impression there as he just put a licking on the running back there.
He sure was. So the Rams answer with their third scoring drive of the half, third in a row. They have done nothing but score at the end of all of their drives. 2 touchdowns and now a field goal. And so I suppose that's improvement from the Seattle defense. At least you're not giving up a touchdown.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, that's
just
step in the right direction at least. I mean, less points certainly better, and stepping it up at the end, at least gives the offense something to that they can shoot for in terms of they're not three touchdowns back. Instead, they're only the two touchdowns back.
Sure.
So
nice run there by Chris Carson. Definitely no room to the middle. Balance it outside nicely. 6-yard gain. Wilson into a shotgun. Back to pass. Floats it across the middle. He's got Metcalf right at the line to gain. I think they're going to pull him down short of it. They are. 3rd and 1. You can see Jalen Ramsey in the zone at the top of your screen. 3rd and 1, turn around, run it right side, and they've got it. First down, Seahawks. Chris Carson quietly up to 30 yards here in this first half. Double tight end left side here on this 1st and 10, 6:11 and counting to play first half. Stretch it to Rashad Penny left side. He tries to cut it up the middle, and Micah Kaiser, 59 right there, middle of your screen, just waiting for him. Hops him quickly right there.
Yeah, nice disciplined edge contained there from Kaiser.
Now they stretch it right side again. This one's Chris Carson, and he's going to go nowhere. 3rd and 8 now. So really trying to attack the edges of the defense. Not sure if that's what I would sign up for. Here comes Donald. Watch out! Ball comes out, and it's going to be picked up. And it's picked up by Okoronkwo. Sorry, should have practiced that one before. Okoronkwo picks it up. He's a 2nd-year player. He's not even a rookie, but Aaron Donald causing trouble again. Looks like they call it a fumble though. No review of it.
Interesting. I don't know that was a fumble. Looked like his hand was in fact coming forward, but interesting. Donald, that's one of the things he's known for. So great at the pressures and forced fumbles and all those stats, but he's in the right place at the right time, and just unfortunate there for the Seahawks, as the Rams are going to take this with great field position and now with a chance to really make it difficult on these Seahawks.
And Akers breaking more tackles all the way up. Carlos Dunlap on his back there, who re-signed here, of course. Drag route, he sees it. He's got Robert Woods, and this time Robert Woods cannot break the tackle, but he's at 7 for 133 here in the first half. Pretty efficient day.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, well, at least for the Seahawks' sake, they're going to slow them down and force the field goal. Matt Gay's kick is up, and it is good, 20-3 here. It almost looked like that ball was fumbled, and it almost looked like it was intercepted.
Yeah, it did.
It was hard to tell if he scooped it off the turf or not. It would have been a heck of a play if he did. So
right. Well, and that's
maybe
why
it's
I was
a moot
wondering.
point if it's an interception. Yeah.
Right, and that's why I was wondering if his hand had gone forward. I mean, the defender really was right underneath it. Maybe it was, an interception, a 1-inch interception.
Yeah. Right side Carson now juking away from traffic, and then Jalen Ramsey is going to shut him down. Just a 2-yard gain. So really, they've been very committed to the run, for better or for worse here so far, and they're down 17. Carson up the middle again, just fighting for a couple more. It's going to set up a 3rd and medium. Wilson in a shotgun. Slant left side, it's route, it's jumped, it's picked. 30, 25, 20, he's going to go. Touchdown. Rams pouring it on now. David Long Jr. read the slant and picked it off, and this one's getting ugly, and Puna is getting pissed on the sidelines. Oh my. Tried to go for the rookie Dwayne Eskridge there, number 1. Just a little bit far out in front of him. And Long read it, and House called it. My, oh my, this first half.
Right. Well, it looked like Eskridge allowed his route to kind of get interrupted. He went a little bit behind the defender there, where he needed to kind of continue along the slant route where Wilson is expecting him to be. Unfortunately for him, getting rerouted behind the defender allowed the defender come away with the interception. Long does just that, takes it to the house, and suddenly all those stops that defense has managed to make to force field goals, those 2 in a row, really kind of are a bit negated by that, and here we are again with the Seahawks yet again in a deeper hole, and now really having to get a touchdown on this drive.
They really do. They will get the second half kick, which is a little bit of some silver lining, but man, Russell Wilson has just been out of it here so far today.
Yep.
Over the middle this time, he's got Metcalf, and he's got a first down finally, completing the pass to DK, and that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They're up to the 38. So, yeah, hey, Dwayne, this ain't Western Michigan anymore. You're going to have to run a better route than that.
Sure.
Wilson, quick little floater over the middle. He's got Disley, and he's got about a 6-yard gain. They're going to go no huddle here. Still have all 3 of their timeouts if they'd like him. Now Wilson's going to take off. Now he's going to throw on the run over the middle. He's got Gerald Everett, the tight end, up to the 46 into Ram territory. They go no huddle again. Quick little drag route. DK Metcalf quickly taken down by the linebackers at the 40. They're just dinking and dunking now, trying to be safe with the football. Back to pass now. Wilson pressure coming. He floats it right side. That was an angle route to Carson. Incomplete. Probably the best thing for them to be able to stop the clock and get the formation and the play in that they want.
Yeah, certainly. Only a minute left here. You still have all 3 timeouts, but still quite a bit of field they got to carve up, and they do need a touchdown here for the score.
Going to the right side. He's going to go down. It's the rookie Ernest Brown, the 4th, sacking him back to the midfield stripe. Wilson kind of spun into that one, and the rookie picks up a big-time sack. And I'm surprised neither team actually calling timeout. They're just letting this thing run.
Right, that is a bit surprising, and a sack is really the last thing you can afford there, as Wilson kind of ran his way into that one. Not very like him. He's one of the more elusive guys back there and making stuff happen on broken plays, so a bit surprising to see him come up with a sack there, and especially in a had-to-have-it kind of, clock and potential for game to be on the line. I mean, I know we're still a whole another half to go, but those are points you got to have if you want to make this a reasonable hole to climb out of.
I'm with you. All right, Cam Akers runs to end the half, 27-3. This is a beatdown in the making here, and Russell Wilson has got to get it going. He's still like the 2nd highest quarterback, I think, rated in the game, just behind Mahomes. I mean, he's like a 97 or 98 or something. Like X factor, all kinds of weapon. I just don't get it. He's looked very pedestrian here today so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope so, Wendell. That would be awesome.
Sure would.
They've got the roster and potentially the season to do it. They'll just have to see if they can survive unscathed without injury and get a good matchup in the playoff.
Well, I think the fact that COVID is hopefully all the way in the rearview mirror by the time they play again is a big advantage for Ohio State. I think that'll be really a big boon, especially with what the Big Ten did. The mistakes that were made for that season, it was pretty bad, and Ohio State was really the one that paid the most for that.
Yeah, definitely missing some impact starters for that Alabama game that they could have used.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of which playing up the road for our Cleveland Browns. Tommy Togiai did not play in that game.
That's right.
He was a COVID person. That was a nice throw on the run. It looked like Wilson was going to leave the pocket, and then he fired a strike to the left side for a first down. Then Carson runs for 5. Matt Stafford trying to get. Have you ever been to L.A., Matt?
Yeah, Stafford performing his cheerleader role. I mean, maybe he's used to Detroit where the fans are rabid, but
yeah, I was going to say in L.A. they are
it's a baseball
fans
and
Hollywood fans. Throwing now deep right side on the run, and I think Ramsey picked it off, but he was out of bounds. Really nice catch. They're going to have to settle for another field goal here on the opening drive. Jason Myers' kick is up, and it's good. Now 27-6.
Yeah, this town does love. Sorry to interrupt you there. This town does love their baseball. They love their Dodgers, but I'll tell you, of the two teams, at least the Rams have some following here. I feel really bad for the Chargers. They've got, their lack of a fan base is really impressive. I mean, San Diego already wasn't much of a football town, and they went from bad to worse.
All right, well, first possession of the second half for the Rams, 27-6 is Matt Stafford's lead. And he's going to go 5 wide and come out firing here again. Quick little drag to the tight end Higbee across the middle.
Yeah, Wendell, I saw that news. I think that's a huge mistake. They needed to go to 8, not 12. If they make
I thought that was
mistake,
crazy
that's
too.
dumb.
Yeah,
8 makes sense. 12 does not. It's not even a traditional tournament setup as he's
picked
going to be
Let's
picked
go.
off there. That's something
maybe
Seahawks really needed. Nicely done.
Demarius Randall, former Brown. There you go.
Right, in the right spot, right time. Picks him off. Stafford makes a bit of a mistake there, but that's defense getting it done, really giving the offense the opportunity to show out finally, because they're going to have to get points here for sure. But no, I do think that a potential 12 playoff,
that's too many.
That's too many weeks, and too much risk to these players, especially those that are trying to make NFL rosters. It's just there's too many complications with that. I think the answer was 8, not 12.
Yeah, you could have even talked me into 6, and the top 2 teams get by. That way, you got your 5 Power 5 champions, and then 1 at large. I didn't feel like it needed to be that hard.
Nope.
Just to not have to leave a conference champion out, or Cincinnati goes undefeated, group of 5. Let's go, get them in there.
Yep, absolutely.
And I could have been fine with 8. Same thing. 5 Power 5 or 5 Power 5 champions and 3 at larges. I'm okay with that too. But if you, as they're going to unfortunately have to settle for a field goal after the interception of Stafford.
Yeah, field goal here in this spot. Field goal's not going to win you the game. Not when you're down 27 now to 9. Keep kicking field goals. They keep scoring touchdowns. It's really hard to win that way.
Yep, for sure. So just for instance, here is the rankings for the final 12 teams, or for the 12 teams. So if this had been the playoff, obviously you had Alabama, OSU, Clemson, Texas A&M, so now you're Notre Dame 5, Oklahoma 6. Okay, yeah, those means maybe Georgia 7. Okay, maybe Cincinnati 8. Okay, maybe. Now you're looking. Here's 9 through 12. Iowa State, Northwestern, BYU, Indiana.
Yikes.
Who like?
Yikes.
Oh, I'm super excited about the Indiana-Alabama matchup. Like, Alabama's going to beat them by 50. You know.
Yeah, that's
right after that. You had Florida, Coastal Carolina, Louisiana, Iowa, Liberty, North Carolina. I mean, those teams are. You know, you can lose 2 regular season games and make the playoffs. So I know they tried. Everybody loves a bracket, right? NCAA loves themselves a bracket. March Madness is wildly successful.
Yeah. Well, and
Stafford over the middle. It's picked off again. Sorry, Bobby Wagner's going to pick him off again. Can he go? He's going to get tackled inside the 20. They are trying to give the Seahawks the game right back here. 2 picks in the last 2 plays. Sorry about that, Kit.
Yeah, no worries. No, they certainly are trying to give this game right back. You can't be doing that. And this defense is really trying hard to get a spark out of this offense, and they've got to get a touchdown here. I mean, they can't let this defense suffer the ignominy of all of that turnover action in the last 2 drives and no touchdowns. A field goal just ain't going to cut it. They have to punch it in here.
So that was a nice completion to the right side of Tyler Lockett. Here comes Wilson taking off, jumping, touchdown, leaps over a couple of guys. And Russ takes matters into his own hands, and finally a touchdown for the Seahawks coming off Stafford's second pick here of the 3rd quarter. Bobby Wagner, the leader of that defense, taking matters into his own hands. We've got an 11-point game here, 8:30 to go, 3rd quarter.
Yeah, don't call it a comeback, but I'll tell you what, that was exactly what needed to happen. The veteran taking matters into his own hands. Like seeing that, make sure that ball crosses the line, get some points. So we got a game. It's a lot more interesting. I was going to say, though, for the NCAA discussion, at the end of the day, it's all about money. And that's the problem. When it comes down to it's going to greed wins out for these kinds of things. That's not good for the fan. It's not good for the player. But at the end of the day, that's how these things, unfortunately, tend to work. Well,
and it's, I think part of it is more pressure coming on Stafford. He throws incomplete. A silver jersey was the closest to catching it. The NCAA's biggest cash cow is March Madness, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody fills out a bracket. Everybody's super invested in it. Oh, the 12 seed, the Cinderella. It's like, that's not going to happen. The Cinderella Coastal Carolina team wasn't going to knock off Alabama and then Clemson and then Ohio State, on their way to the championship. That's so much more possible in a game like basketball than it is in a game like football.
Well, yeah, when it's 11 on 11, and also you got to remember it's the divide between the haves and have-nots on the college level is, there is no parity, not like at the NFL level. It
Correct.
is absolutely wildly different, and that's why when you're talking about, number 9 in the entire country, and the difference between number 9 to number 1, it may as well be first and then 1,000, Yeah,
that's Northwestern to Alabama.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the difference.
Yep, and nothing against Northwestern, good program, good coach. Yeah. They've got good players, but how many blue chips do they really have? 3? Mm-hmm. As compared to Ohio State, Alabama, the halves. You're talking about the recruiting classes that are, how many 5-star recruits do those guys get compared to everybody? You could take entire teams. Multiples of teams and add all the 5-star recruits that they have, and then barely scratch what Alabama and Ohio State do.
Mm-hmm. Nice run by Cam Akers around the left side, by the way. On that last one, that's what I would do too, McVay. Keep that ball on the ground. Stafford throwing it to the wrong colored jersey for a while. Here's a dump off to Darrell Henderson. The running back takes a shot from KJ Wright again. Holds onto the pill that time, though.
Well, outside of those 2 interceptions, he's been actually pretty efficient. He
has been.
Yeah, only what, 4 or 5 that weren't completed.
I think he's 21 for 25.
Yeah.
2 interceptions. So really only 2 legitimate incompletions. Floats it deep left side. He's got Cooper Kupp open, and then Kupp steps out of bounds at the 8. Man, did Cooper Kupp beat his defender that time. He was wide open down the left side.
Yeah, Stafford absolutely saw that one all the way. Very nice ball down the sideline, and just a little bit of lack of control there from Cooper Kupp, not able to keep his foot in bounds here on this route. If he cuts it just a little bit tighter, he's gone, and that's pay dirt.
Absolutely. Nice throw there for Stafford, but great route there for Kupp. Shotgun, give it up the middle, inside zone concept here. Cam Akers fighting for a couple more. He's up to 55 yards in this game. And that's what they need to do. They need to be running the football, get points here.
Yeah, for sure.
Back to pass, dump off over the middle. Cam Akers again takes a big shot again. Man, these linebackers do hit you from Seattle.
Yes, they do. I mean, when you got Bobby Wagner, he's a one-man wrecking shop all by himself. So.
Well, sure, and Jamal Adams right behind him.
Yep.
Slant, touchdown! It's Deshaun Jackson, numero uno, and he catches the touchdown, and the lead goes right back up to whence it came from.
Yeah, that was a very nice, efficient drive here for this Rams, especially that long pass down the sideline to Kupp. But I gotta say, the defense after really showing up and providing spark after spark just kind of let it go there. It feels like they were a little bit winded and they needed another stop, and instead they just get gashed there on that drive, and now the Rams kind of in the driver's seat of the, if you will, of this game. Still 4 minutes in the third, but it's going to be it's still a steep hill to climb.
It sure is. Sure is. All right, well, Russell Wilson's got to get something cooking here. Let Russ cook, right?
That's right.
3 tight ends, left side, give. Chris Carson waggling his way through the middle. Nice play. Oh, good tackle in open space there by Jalen Ramsey, who'd come all the way across the field.
Yeah, crafty little run, though, and that's really the best of the day for these Seahawks. They needed more action on the run game, and they've been kind of struggling outside of the touchdown from Wilson earlier, and then that run that we just saw. Their run game has been pretty stymied, and they've got to get more out of it. But unfortunately, now they're really going to have to rely a lot more on the pass. So it's interesting they are running. Yep.
Drag route, tight end Everett. He breaks a tackle. He's got the first down up to the 45-yard line. Gerald Everett. Nice catch there. They absolutely needed that. A little failed option attempt. Went nowhere on the previous play. Russell got tackled at the line of scrimmage. Turn around, stretch it to the right side again as they continue to try to probe the exterior of this defense. And Carson with 3 more, he's up to 61 so far in the game. Clock ticks down under about 2 minutes here when this snap is taken.
Yeah, and interestingly, the Seahawks seem to be comfortable just being patient here when there needs to be a little bit of sense of urgency here. That's the first pass in the last couple, and incomplete, bringing up a 3rd and 7, but they need to take some risks. So they got to score points.
Wilson, not across the line. I thought he was.
I thought he was too.
Unfortunately, it's going to go incomplete. Had a receiver there, tried to kind of force it on the run. And it does go incomplete, so Dixon's going to come in to punt it, and he bounces it out of bounds at the 23. Not the best attempt there. That's going to give Matt Stafford, who's back into the hot category instead of the throwing interceptions repeatedly category, it looks like. Stretch it right side, Cam Akers. Oh, takes another big shot. Flowers in Bobby Wagner everywhere the ball is. 54 seems to find it.
Yeah, he's so good at that, and when he gets there, he's always lowering that shoulder and putting down some big hits.
Yeah, Wendell, we've talked about it. Both of those coaches have been in the game for several years, so they've gotten tweaked. We can only hope that Stefanski gets a makeover that's deserving of the Coach of the Year.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's because they were created when there was no COVID, and so we suspect that the technology that went into creating them was a lot better than we'll just make something that we think is pseudo close, which ends up.
Yeah, I wonder how that works. Like if there's like a mobile Madden truck that like comes around to all the facilities over the course of the year, or if they like. Oh,
I'm willing to bet they actually schedule an appointment to bring them in to do it.
Like fly them to EA and
I don't know that
San Diego
they
or whatever.
That. No, I bet they just send whatever they need to make the recording there, kind of thing, and just schedule an appointment.
We need
with
this
their
kind
folks.
of a vector. We need kind of this kind of a vector file of his face or something.
Right, and then they just transmit the data, if you will, or whatever it is.
Nice play.
That was interesting.
Jalen Ramsey
stumbled backwards.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey jumps over the blocker and kind of pushes him back another 10 yards. Actually going to get a holding call, but they're going to decline it and take the loss, 2nd and 16. But I just mean like for like Greg Newsome, like to get him into the game, you know, for JOK to get him into the, like, do all the rookies go to Madden headquarters, or do they send like a crew out or put the little balls on their face and stuff, you know?
Yeah, no, I would guess they actually go to you know, training camp of all the different NFL teams, and you know, just need to like one Madden rep with the gear or whatever. You know, just schedule a time with each of the players and each of the coaches that they want to replicate in game, and you know, I think that's probably all it is. But I don't know that for a fact.
Chris, that's a good question. I have not heard the Browns say one way or the other.
Actually, no, they said they are. They are planning.
The training camp is open.
They are planning on having fans at training camp this year. That awesome. Had been announced.
All right, a 4th and 15. Wilson deep left side for Metcalf, incomplete. Darius Williams on the coverage, so on a 4th and 15, they throw a big-time bomb, and Darius Williams makes a nice coverage attempt there. Look, Metcalf's not even going for the football. He's just trying to play defense.
Yeah,
that was weird.
Well, I mean, realistically, Williams just had position. He had the inside position on Metcalf. Metcalf was kind of getting boxed out like you see in basketball. And as big as Metcalf is, kind of surprising he's letting a little guy like Williams box him out like that, but that's exactly what happened. Had the better position on the route, and Metcalf kind of gave up on it and just went for the defense.
Absolutely. Up the middle, a little A-gap pressure. Antoine Woods, second back to the 25, 3rd and long upcoming here. Russell Wilson just hasn't looked comfortable in the pocket all game.
No, he really hasn't. And ironically, that's where he thrives.
I know.
Probably the most is in uncomfortable situations back in the pocket where he's kind of scrambling and every which way. He hasn't had good O-lines for years, so you know, it's been that's kind of his specialty.
He's come by it honestly.
Yeah, that's what he's best at. So surprising to see him struggle with that quite so much here.
All right, so yet another field goal. Eskridge going to take a knee. 12:43 to go. This one's probably over unless something happens here real quick. They got to score a couple times and get some stops. Roll to the left side here. Firing on the run back across the middle, and a great flying play from the defender, kind of shooting across the field, and he knocks that one away. Great play.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris G. Happy to. I will say that news is came out around the same time that they announced that they were expecting fans in the stadiums. In First Energy. So it's been out for a little while, but you know, obviously, you know, things can change. They may reevaluate and decide that they are not going to do that. But last I had heard, the announcement was that they are fully planning on having an open training camp, and that's also to go along with the news that just recently came out, or more recently came out, that they were going to have joint practices with, I believe, the Giants and possibly one other team.
First down, Seattle.
Again, it's on a 4th and 5. I was into traffic. I couldn't tell if he had made it or not. He is. The rookie Dwayne Eskridge gets hit right away. Good look at it here from our crack Nagy on Sports replay team.
I wish they were better at that.
I know. I do, Wendell. That was a crazy play where he ran down the defender.
Yeah, Buda
Russ
Baker.
Left side, 45-50. Yeah, Buda Baker, exactly.
That was Buda Baker that got caught from behind by DK Metcalf. That video was wild.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 47-yard line.
Quick little throw left side out of the backfield. I think that's Chris Carson. It is. Couldn't tell if Penny had checked in, but it's Chris Carson with his 5th catch of the day. Floating, firing. Whoa, going the wrong way was Ramsey again. Otherwise, he would have picked it easily. Eskridge picks up the slant right behind Ramsey. We've seen those plays before. Locked in on man coverage. Don't watch the football at all. Russell running right again. Now he fires a fastball on the run like that was a howitzer from Wilson. And that's going to be caught up. That's the rookie Cade Johnson with his first catch of the day, 12 yards and a first down. Now here's Disley on a little dump off over the middle. Give him a gain of 4.
Yeah, I mean, they're driving here, but this is taking way too much clock.
Yep.
And just really surprising the game plan here. They're just kind of sitting back and just letting the game happen as if it doesn't matter. It's really kind of odd.
Indeed, another slant to the left side, maybe even more of a post to Metcalf, but he catches it. And it's a 1st and goal inside the 10 now, 8-yard line. Jordan Fuller, Ohio State Buckeye on the tackle.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you're a Rams fan, you'll take this all day long. The Rams are sitting back on, all right, I mean, you're going to take all this time and throw all these short dump-off passes. We'll take it. I mean, you can do this all day because you're not going to beat us with with this game plan.
Another dump off to Chris Carson, who steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 7:46 and counting here. Option keeper. Russ keeps it left side to the 5, to the 3, to the 2, and he's going to go down there. How about Aaron Donald chasing him all the way down to the 2-yard line to make that tackle? What a player he is.
Yeah, he sure is, and that was just dedication with the chase down from the backside pursuit. Nicely done from Aaron Donald.
3rd and goal, and they're going to shut him down. Greg Gaines right there in the middle of that hole. 4th and goal now from the 2 upcoming. They are absolutely going to go for this one. Under center is slant right side, dropped, but we have a flag.
I think he might have gotten there a little soon. Yeah, actually, the punt.
No, they're actually going to say roughing the passer on Micah Kaiser, so it's going to give him a first down at the 1 here. Absolutely got to score if you want any chance. Carson up the middle, and he's going to get ripped down. Good defense. Kaiser and Young were right in there as well. 2nd and goal up the middle again. He's going to get taken down for another TFL.
There's Aaron
Donald.
Such a big play player. He just has a way of just making those big plays in critical moments.
He's a monster now. A 3rd and goal from the 1. Russ right side, and we could have run in. He fires back across his body. Touchdown, DK Metcalf. There's a high level of difficulty on that play, but it results in 6 points.
Yeah, I think that was more of a for show type throw. I mean, he's like, look what I can do. I've got the 3 difficulty, just run it in, or I'll take the 9 difficulty, throw it across my body to the guy who's streaking to the post. And you know, it worked out, but man, like when you got an easy layup, take the layup.
Yeah, he did drag that left toe, but they are going to booth review this one.
Yeah, this is definitely a touchdown.
Well, I wouldn't say it definitely.
Well, no, I was saying that left toe is in. I mean, he dragged it.
I'm just saying Madden has done crazier things.
Oh, right, no, yeah. Sorry, real world. In
the real world, it's absolutely a touchdown. So they do get a touchdown. That's going to bring this one down to a 14-point lead. 37 to 23 now.
You're not wrong. I fully admit you're not wrong. Madden has done absolutely crazier things in the past, and seemingly it happens to our. But now we have a bigger sample size, so that's not truly fair. But it seems like it always happens to our Browns.
Well, yes, we do every Browns game. We just do some of everybody else's games. So it's probably statistically the same, but it just felt like it was happening to us more because it probably was. Fake the jet sweep to the tight end, and the linebacker Brooks is right there in the backfield to sack him very quickly. Actually, looks like maybe they're going to give him credit for a TFL because I'm not even really sure what that was.
Oh, it was a blown assignment on the O-line. The guard let him through without really contesting it whatsoever. It was like a revolving door, and Stafford had nothing he could do, just gets plowed.
Oh, gosh, more broken tackles. Cam Akers right side, nice run. Seahawks have been like, I'm going to knock you out or I'm going to miss the tackle. 3rd and 4, and Wagner just controls them to the ground. 4th and 3, so they forced the punt, but again, going to get the ball back with under 4 minutes to go. You're down 2 scores. You got to go, go, go.
Yeah, actually, to that point, though, you're right. That has been the Seahawks' kind of defensive way in this one. And in many games, ironically, that strategy, kind of coming in to lay those big hits, you sacrifice a little bit of your control to do that. And
yeah,
when you're not under control at the NFL level, guys can make you miss, and that's how big plays can happen.
Absolutely. He's just dumping it off again to Chris Carson. 5 more yards. Carson, I think, has got like 6 or 7 catches now for a minimal amount of yardage. Carson stays in to block this time, and he delivers a strike left side. He's got Gerald Everett, the tight end. Plants his foot into the fake grass and gets a first down there, but under 3 minutes we click.
No, I think they actually have real grass in SoFi. Let me look that up.
Oh, really?
I think it's real grass, yeah.
I forgot it was that field turf stuff.
Yeah, no, I think it's
It
real.
looks like you can. It looks like in this HD screen that you can see the black pellets inside the white ram's head. That's all the only reason I said that.
Right.
Right side, Disley, and he's going to step out of bounds. 2-minute warning also upon us here, so they got to hurry now.
It actually is turf. Nope, you are correct. That is matrix turf is what it is.
Here he comes. He's going to get sacked. Oh, he spins out of the sack of Aaron Donald, then makes a man miss and gets a huge first down run. That was vintage Russell Wilson right there. Wow. Nice play from Wilson. He's going to throw this one away under duress. Man, and it's not often you spin out of the grasps of Aaron Donald. That's going to make him mad. Left side angle route. He's got Chris Carson, and he's got a first down inside the 20. Stays on his feet, just wasting time now. Go down, Chris. Go down. Rolling left side, pressure coming, and he's going to get chased down. That's Jordan Fuller. Sacked him on the safety blitz now. Wilson on a 2nd and 15 quickly delivers to Disley. They're going to get a few yards back here, 3rd and 9. Firing right side, and it's picked, and he's got it. Guess who? Jalen Ramsey sporting that number 5. And this one's going to ice it all the way as Jalen Ramsey picks it off. That's going to be the ball game.
Oh, yeah, iced indeed. In fact, in some ways, this game was over in the first half. I mean,
that's true.
But I think that was more so, the Seahawks and the lack of really a decent game plan. It was kind of surprising. Not sure what they were trying to do, but it was certainly not effective. And the scoreline will show that.
And I'm certainly not sure why the Seahawks are starting to call timeout now.
No, I mean, an extension. I mean, truly, it's Madden, but it's an extension of the head-scratching, game plan that they just not sure what they were trying to do.
3rd and 4. Stafford in the gun. Give it to Cam Akers up the middle, and he's going to get near a first down. Final timeout called. It's going to be a 4th and inches, so congratulations, Seahawks. You are going to get the ball back again. You used all 3 of your timeouts expertly. Punt return out the 20, a little bit of a space. He's up past the 35 to the 36. Is Tyler Lockett now? 14 seconds left for Russell Wilson, but this one is moot. And he floats it right side into some traffic, and it's almost picked and then dropped. Disley had the best chance off of the ricochet to bring it in, but to no avail. Rolling left side and heaving it into a mass of bodies. It's tipped way up in the air and down at the 2. It was a wild looking play.
It was. Obviously,
all right.
Throwing it down the field was something they should have been doing a long time ago. Especially with as good as Wilson is. He is one of the best in the league at the deep pass.
Yep.
And pushing the ball down the field with accuracy. I don't know why they weren't going to that well, but hey, sometimes that's, I guess stranger things have happened, but not many.
Yeah. No, that was pretty wild for sure. Let's take a quick gander at the stats here. 37-23 will be your final. The Rams winners at home. So many of you called it. Go Browns, Chris G. That's right. Next game we see will be Week 7, Browns and Ravens. Stafford 26-34, 284, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions today. Russell Wilson 33 of 50 for 267. So 33 completions for 267 yards is usually not winning football. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions for the 9th-year player out of Wisconsin. 21 of 55 for Carson. Wilson had the touchdown run on his 5 carries, and Rashad Penny just 4 touches, 3 yards total. Cam Akers 22 for 78. Had a nice job running today. Areas we talked about him. 2nd-year player Bryson Hopkins from Purdue. 7 catches, 54 yards. 7 for Robert Woods for 130. That's what he had in the first half. He didn't hit the ball at all in the second half, apparently. Cam Akers 4 for 7. Cooper Kupp with that really nice touchdown. And Deshaun Jackson also added a touchdown. A lot of checkdowns today. You're going to see a lot of averages here under 10 yards. Chris Carson 8 for 45. Disley 7 for 53. DK Metcalf 6 for 47 in the touchdown. Then your tight end Gerald Everett did have 5 for 56. Defensively speaking today, wouldn't surprise me to see Bobby Wagner's name at the top of this list. There he is, 14 tackles for him. Sacks today, Al Woods got 1. Oh, it is Al Woods, not Antoine Woods, and Jordan Brooks each got 1. Their interceptions today were by former Brown Demarius Randall, and Bobby Wagner had a pick as well. For the Rams on defense, that middle linebacker Micah Kaiser called his name an awful lot. 15 tackles. Then you're going to get Demarius Williams and Jalen Ramsey, the 2 starting cornerbacks, as your second 2 top tacklers. Look at all these TFLs that they had. 6 from those 3 guys alone. And then sacks today, 1.5 for Aaron Donald. What can we say about this kid? He's just really darn good. Ernest Brown, the rookie. Okoronkwo, Hollins, Jordan Fuller combining as well. The other picks were by David Long and Jalen Ramsey. And David Long, of course, went to the house. So, Kit, let's wrap this one up.
All right. Well, I mean, we talked about it a lot. It's kind of a inexplicable game here. Not sure what exactly the Seahawks were doing or how they were planning to win that, but hard to win games that way. And you know, obviously now the Rams are going to pick up a win here to come out of this one 2-3, and the Seahawks are going to drop to 3-2. So you know, the Rams getting it done at home, and Stafford really having a nice day, minus outside of some interceptions, having a nice day to get the job done at home. And really, they didn't have to work for it because the other team was kind of giving it away in a lot of ways.
Absolutely, they jumped on them early and did not stop there. So, nice day and a nice win for the Rams, 37-23. So we will say thank you so much to our subscribers. Again, it is the summer of subbing as we make our push for 1,000. We have grown this week even with subscribers. So thank you so much for that. We very much appreciate it. Again, experimenting with a couple other sports here over the course of the summer as well, just to see if we can grab some new eyeballs. But really, really appreciate the faithful support and subscribers that we do have. You guys are the absolute best. So take care of yourselves. Be well. And today we will say go Rams. And as always,
go Browns!